And surprise, surprise, the bottom flange also broken and flaking away, as with every plastic part on the 20-year-old car. So when I bought my Jetta, it had a lot of problems, and since then I've replaced pretty much everything in the cooling system as the parts failed. We've lost coolant a bunch of times, so I've been running it on water ever since. But if you look right here at the back of the concentrate at the ingredients, what do we got? Ethylene glycol, diethylene glycol, and water. It doesn't say distilled water, it just says water. Peak probably has a hose running out the back of the factory into the swamp, just pumping some swamp water in there and then throwing some red dye to make it pink, and you know, I'm out here wasting $3 on distilled water. Should have just used hose water like we've been doing. But we have our special pliers here. Those come in handy. One of my best purchases. The only reason I pull the bumper off is because my car's so low that I can't reach this clamp down here with the bumper on. Or you have to lift the car up. But it's a pretty basic project today. We're just switching out coolant. We've done that 20 times by now, replacing so many things on this. So while I was doing this, I noticed that my coolant jug here has a little bit of stuff built up in the bottom. And at one point, this is even a new cap. I've replaced so much stuff on this car that we've got a new pressure cap in here. Because the other one, this starts falling out. And you just keep boxes of spare parts in the trunk. Extra ignition coils and thermostats. You just expect this stuff. So here's your old coolant cap, and then that's how it fails, because you need this to, this is actually like a functioning part here for the pressure blow off. Hola, Scooby. It should just be a couple screws, 1, 2, and then unplug the sensor, take this hose off, and then a bigger hose at the bottom. And we should be able to hose this out and clean it out nice and good. So if you look here, my coolant bottle also failing. So this plastic, I don't know if I've had this off before, but... And surprise, surprise, the bottom flange also broken and flaking away, as with every plastic part on the 20-year-old car. So just stuck my finger in the hose here, and when I pull it out, there's going to be junk. Yep, there it is, chunks of plastic. So as soon as you start working on your car, it's just going to fall apart. Every time it starts out as a little project, we're just, you know, flushing some water out and then putting the coolant back in. And now we've got chunks of plastic in this pipe, and I really want to be thorough and get them all out. What a disaster this is turning into. You see, I lift this bar up because I want to do things the right way. But, you know, this hose right here is right up against the exhaust shielding. So that's kind of hot, and it's like cooked on there. And for the interest of not causing more damage, we're just going to leave it on. And I'm going to try to fish some more plastic chunks out with my finger and just tap it upside down some more. And we're not taking that hose off, is what I'm getting at. So quick search for coolant reservoirs, and $7, are you kidding me? It would cost more to ship it here. So the most expensive one, $23 for a Dorman, right? Let's see if we can get it locally. Because what am I going to put all this back together, put water in it, pay $20 for a coolant jug to ship here, put another coolant jug in. It's probably just going to fail because modern plastic's way worse than 20-year-old plastic. So we'll go flush this thing out and see if we can get any results from that. Alright, so I rinsed it all out and I'm happy with that. We crumbled all the plastic off that we could, and we're going to put it back in there. Good as new. So I don't know how long I've had these Amazon Duratec pliers, and I was really happy with them because they've never done this before, but now the handles are starting to slip off. I mean, they've been kicking around in my trunk, but still. So we might have to just electrical tape those on and then it'd be good. But that's really frustrating when we're trying to get this clamp back on. So we got the clamp on. We'll put our screws in, put this top one on, and refill it. So this should be enough to fill it right here. We could probably just dump the whole concentrate in and dump the whole water in and let the engine mix it up, but we'll pretend we're gonna sort of do it right. I'm pretty happy with that. That's a pretty good pink color for our coolant. So before I put the front bumper on, I'm gonna fire it up and see if it drinks any of that coolant, make sure nothing leaks out, and then we'll put it all back together. But just because I did this and did the right thing and put antifreeze in it, you can almost schedule the next time in probably 3 to 5 months when something's gonna fail on it and we'll have to lose all the coolant somehow. So for anybody wondering if you can drive it with your front bumper off, there's your answer. Sounds like we have a bearing going bad, or a tensioner maybe. $57 for a belt tensioner. Oh no, we can't afford that. So I guess I accomplished something today. I put antifreeze in it. Learned I need a new coolant reservoir, probably a tensioner.